ボックスリュート、イス、ノー、ライブ、ストレアミング、スライ、テー、プリンセス、スライ、テー、プリンセス。
はーい。ストリーミングエレメントさんお疲れ様。どこだ？これだ。よいしょ。これはラブストーリーです。
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a
何
princess.
週目だろう。テスト。あれ？どこに壊れたの？
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
どうしようね。まあ、助けに。
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
こうか。
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
何なんだろうね、ナレーター。
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. 'Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
プリンセスを殺さない。
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
ナレーターがね、全然わかんない。王族殺ししてみる？
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
そしてゆかりネットさん仕事してないね。
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the
こん
blade
ばん
from the
は、ボッ
table.
クスちゃん。
It'd be rather
こんばんは、
difficult to
こんばん
slay
は、
the princess and save the world without it.
1週間ぶりのスレイザプリンセス。
また恐ろしいお姫様の物語だ。
どうなる
The
んだろ
door
う
to
ね
the
姫
basement
様
creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the
ここは
room
一回
below.
見たやつだ。飛ばせる。とりあえず、
Good.
黙々
You're
と
still listening to reason.
殺しに向かいましょう。
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your
コ
resolve.
バボックスちゃん。
はい、こんばんは、ナイトさん。
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill
スレイ
me?
ザプリンセス。殺しに来たからか。
パンツはいた？
やる気だ。見えてないから。
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
めっちゃ言葉で。
So,
Pressureかけて。
you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
プリンセスを倒す。
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
抵抗らしい抵抗もなく。
Oh,
ちょっとごめんね。ヘッドホンが手元で切り替えできない。 大丈夫かな。ヘッドセットなのにマイクのオンオフあるんだけど、聞かなくなっちゃった。
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
前回アバターもいじってたけど顔の色と胴体の色の差がだいぶ解消されたね。
そうだね、そうだね。どっちかっていうと、全体的に濃いめの肌ではあるんだけど、胸が白かったからね。
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and
目の
well.
光が
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
戦いにもならなかった。
But is it over? Really over?
いや、
褐色よりの肌いいよね。
Yes, exactly. It's over.
ベースがね、濃いめだ。
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
ごちゃごちゃしなきゃ、サクッと殺せるんだね。
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
ああ、びっくりした。なんかこのもやが窓から侵入してきたように見えた。
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
でたらめだ。ここか
What's
ら出
done
せ。
is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone.
そ
Trust
の
me.
みんなに私含まれてなくない？
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
何十年って。
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right? I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
地下に戻る？
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
死ねってこと？
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
死ねっ
やってほ
ことよね。
こんばんりゅう。ドレスが透けちゃいけないとこ透けてるのかと思ってびっくりした。
おへそだけね、透けさせてるよ。もともとローズドレスだからね。刃物を使ったら
How astute.
自
You
分
are
たちが殺
absolutely
されるんじゃない
correct.
か？
Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing,
お
constantly,
姫様
forever.
の死体まだあるのかね？
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
勇者は死に戻りあることを
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
これずっとここにいるのかな？
I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy.
幸せとは
Happy
一
still has
体
plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
お姫様のところに
The little voice's pleas fall on
Like
deaf
Kane.
ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist.
グッドエンドだ。
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
幸
Good,
せじゃないよ。
because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. I can hear everything you say. He's right. Do you hear that? Do you not? Don't you?
あ
終わりなのか。
あ、こんな終わりは私が許さない。
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
この何もない声に閉じ込められているのが幸せだというのか。
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
姫様いるのかね。
今日もナレーターさんが
Princess's
絶好
body
調
is
だ。
dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
こんなになるまでほったらかしだったんだ。
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
プリンセス殺してもナレーター干渉して
You're
くる
on
ん
a
だね。
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I can assure you that you didn't.
何の保証に
If
も
he
な
doesn't
らない。
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
冷血感。また新しいの来た。
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
コンボ、やっちまえ。
はい、こんばんは、こんばんは、黒柳さん。手元でマイクミュートできないの。ちょっとめんどくさい。
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, she won't be a problem.
とりあえず殺しに行く。
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air.
ちょっとマシな小屋に
Cobwebs
なって
flutter in
る。
the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
鏡どうしようね。
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
まあ、
You
今回
take
は
the blade from the
殺しに
table.
行こ
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
う。プリンセスと関わり合いにならずに。
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air.
ここ好き
The
にな
very
れない
building
ね。
itself
何回も
feels
出され
dead.
たけど。
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
マウスのアイコンもちゃんと関係になってるね。
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a
死んだ
thick
プリン
chain.
セス。やっちまいじゃなかったね。
Okay. She's definitely dead.
すでに死んでいる。
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to, two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
スライムみたい。あ、クロムどれ？床下から頭頂部。どういうこと？死んだ顔だよね、このプリンセス。
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
お化けだ。
Ghost!
勇者と一緒だった。
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh,
だってい
it's
るんだ
you.
よ。
Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
お化けの何が怖いって言うけど、存在してるんだよ。実害がないなんてどうしているんだい？
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
鎖つけたまんまなんだ。ちょっとかわいい。
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
あー、ちゃんと胸元に傷ある。とりあえず倒せるのかね。
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
このプリンセスたくましすぎて一周回って好き。
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
ところは実体ある。頭蓋骨壊せばいける？
お触りはダメよ。
元に戻ってるじゃん。より徹底的にプリンセスを倒す。
You swing at the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
存在ごと消せるかね。
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment. She draws in close.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, Keller. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here, together. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home.
自分の場所とは？
Wherever home is.
あー、取り殺される。
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
あー、
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens.
何も起こらなかった？
Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
動いたら、心臓だけ抜き取られそう？別に煽りたいわけじゃないんだよな。追撃するってないの？
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is.
終わってしまった。
The horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking you everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you don't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
冷血感おかしいよ。プリンセスを倒
You
せ。
swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little, too late.
あ
In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps unsettlingly.
ー絶命奥義。
Did we get her? Even if
や
we
られ
didn't,
たよね
we've。given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand,
挫
everything
折
goes
までだ。
dark, and you die.
怖
邪霊の乙女。
You're on a path in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her again.
スレイハーアゲン。
The deck's stacked, isn't
説
it?
明書売
We
り
kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
森ってレベルじゃないね。
Let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Ah, and what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busywork. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
ちょっとシニカル気味。
Okay, so you've already been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying
ナ
the
レーターは
princess.
黙ってて。
Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. Yes, and then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real.
存在してるのは私とプリンセスだけなんだよな。
Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seemed to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe.
まあ、殺す
Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise. Oh yeah, sure, that changes everything. I mean,
そう。
he did promise. And you believed him?
まあ、小屋に
You continue down the path towards the cabin.
これもまた
It
違
isn't long
った
before you're steps
殺し
away
合い
from
よ
your
ね
destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
まあ、ナレーター
The
と
interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Poison great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it? You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation, we just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. What are the odds she's waiting for us right now, just out of sight, on the other side of that glass? You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
毎回このタイミングの鏡は消えるよね
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
ああ完全に敵対してる
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle.
足
Your
首
heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones
う
snap.
わー姿も見せる前から
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
あ足も異様だね何なんだろうね私手も足も異形
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd see what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
歩いて出るなら足へし折らないでよ。
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe
どん
before.
な選択肢よ。
There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
?どれもこんな美しいことは言えないよ。殺しといて被害者ぶるのはおかしいし。ただ受け入れるのも違うんだよね。まあ、無駄だけど、抵抗しようか。
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage.
コンボックスさん、なんかイケイと対峙してますね。
はい。こんばんは、こんばんは、トマトランチさん。いやー、プリンセスにすがりつかれている大変エッチなシーンでございます。
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of
お
her
前の
head?
ようなプリンセスがいるか。
And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here?
一応胸ある。こんな状態なのに。
Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. So cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know.
何?
Don't help either of them. Flip the table.
And how can you do that? You don't have a will to wield. Your soul is in drained of courage.
That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
自分で動か
Your
しなさいよ
body,
ね。
still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. I know you feel it too.
深淵に飛び込む。
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
地下じゃないのかね。
I won't let you do this.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
Even if you throw yourself into the abyss, you still lose.
両幕なら
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
憎んではないのよ
Her
ね。
thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
ただ向こうのプリンセスに
What an end. But at least it's ours. An empire of frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
まだいるんだナレーター。
What happens now?
If you knew what happens now, you wanted this.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Oh? And why is that?
You should pay better attention to your head. You left. Gone. It's just you and you and you
ナ
and
レーター
me.
消えた
Idiot.
永遠に落ち続けるのかね。
He's gone. But
What is happening to me?
分離された。あ、胸が
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
本体そ
There's
こだっ
that
た
mirror
の。
again. Why is it here? Why now?
よし。これで今回もおしまいかな。
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
冷血感は冷静だ。今回の私は白骨化した私。いや、腕にお肉あるね。
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
ああ、ああ。この器はどう？
We
Oh
are
my
real.
God.
Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist. This one's loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
全部自分なんだよな。ナレーターは何なんだろう
No,
ね。
their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
殺すつもり。まあまあまあ。いや、わかんないんだよね。
There's no need for you to know what you are going to do before you do it. If you find him, remember that I'll be waiting for you on the other side.
それじゃあ、戻ろっか。
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
わかってるのか
I
な
will be here, waiting for you.
You're on a path in the woods.
どうしようね。帰ってみる？
Seriously? You're just going to... Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
よしよし、逃げよう。
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
自分でやれ。
Your silence is deafening.
こんなに抵抗した
But
ことな
fine,
かったね。
you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess. There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realise that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
コピーだ。
In every direction, there is a path and a
ベル
cabin.
カジリップ。
And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've
賑や
doomed us
か
all.
な住
You
宅
know
街にな
that,
っ
right?
た。
But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
全部の小屋にプリンセスがいるんだろうか。
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin,
話
and
進
in
ん
the
だ。
basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
たくさん小屋あっても全部一緒なんだろうね。オッケー。
この話続くのか。
ね。永遠に森にとどまる。
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
姫様からも NG 出てきた。そんなひどいわ。姫様の得意技だからね。
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
そういえば勇者以外の声聞こえないね。
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
ナレーターも別に勇者や他の人たちの存在疑問に思ってないんだよね。なんでだろうね。まあ小屋に向かおうか。
A warning before you go any further.
壁だ。壁ってそういうことか。
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
これは見事なカッコさんの声。
Let's keep an open mind.
この天の着は
The cabin interior
カッコ
is
さんに違い
wrong.
ない。
A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space.
本当
It's
だ
all
ね。
shifted. An inch here, a foot
ラブハ
there,
ウス。
such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
でもどうせプリンセスだしな。
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. And when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
世界がもう狂気なんだよね。
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
このぐちゃぐちゃが
Okay.
現実
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
とりあえず鏡は見ようか。
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
一緒っぽいね。
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. But there was a mirror a second, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
なるほど。じゃあ、手ぶらで行こう。
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
このゲームの背景、クトゥルフとかで全然使えそうだよね。
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
どんなプリンセスだろう。
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
珍しく勇者が弱気だ。
We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
煽る。こんなのわかんないよ。過酷な方。
You step to the
過
left.
酷な方。
The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress.
トゲトゲだ。
At first, a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
プリンセスが出てこない。
You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
分離し始める
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
あはは
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it
何
all,
言ってるか
an emotion that can only be
あと
described
5分
as
ほどでス
Are
レが
you
落
just
ちます。
going to stand there?
はい真っ暗だ目だけ光ってるこのプリンセス
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but
こうしてると可
also
愛いのに
still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
暗すぎて人かどうかもわかんない
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems
いいかな
normal.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
普通のプリンセスだ
I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it'd be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do this.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
え
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
空間ごと増えた
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done,
プリンセスの
isn't
声が
it?
聞きたい
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
プリンセス増殖解放するあれ選択肢もおかしいなんでこれ3つ同時に選んでるの選択肢が重ね合わせになってる
ボックスちゃんも3人に分裂中。
どうして
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
スレッドが見つかりません。読み上げを停止します。
ちょっと待ってね。ちょっとお手洗いにも行ってくるね。それ立てて。私も増やす？増やしても重なり合
ボック
ってるだけだ。
スちゃんが増えたら嬉しい。
はい、じゃあちょっとお手洗い行ってくるね。ただいま、ただいま。まだ増えるかな？
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do,
おかえり
really.
なさい。
ただいま、ただいま。
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
Call me Princess.
Princess.
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
増えないね。
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
ずいぶん塩対応だね、このプリンセス。
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
じゃあもう一人ぐらい増えそうだね。
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
これがね、 選択肢重ね合わせなんだよね。
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster. And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
ああ、プリンセスの口から世界を終わらせるって、このプリンセスだけ。
本当にもう一人増えた。
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
間違い探ししてるみたいな感じだね。確かにこのプリンセスとこのプリンセス、口元ちょっと違う。
本当にこんなの野に放ったらダメだよ。
Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
この重ね合わせをやれってこと？解放する。放置する。殺しに行く。
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
全てが同時に起こった。戦うプリンセスだ。
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
去っていく、去っていく。殺しに来た。法則が外しに来た。助けた。
But this... we can't...
ぐちゃぐちゃ。
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all.
ナレーターの声も聞こえなくなった。
Falls apart?
崩壊する？
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others, they just don't fit.
収集つかない。
We can feel them moving around in places they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
融合してる？
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
どうやって？
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
天の弱技。
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
フュージョン、
電力を
プリンセス、報酬2000。
プリンセスかなこれ。あ、プリンセスがあはははまだ2周目なのに。
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
いやー、2周目で終わるパターンもあるんだね。これ器として渡
This
され
doesn't
て
feel
も
right. It feels different. Yeah, don't look at it.
Don't I?
I don't like that thing.
今回の私の姿は融合してる？あ、あなたは無だ。あんたは僕なのか？
I think you know what I am.
ナレーターがここにいる。どうして？ナレーター、私自身なの？
The narrator. Yes.
こんにち
I
は。
suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. You were
誰？
never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far. It doesn't
痛くないのか
hurt.
い？
I don't feel pain. Not physically.
今まで道中出てきた鏡もナレーターなのかね。あ、回数制限ありそう。
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the
それでも
world. You can still
言うんだね。
slay her. No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
視点の問題？
From one vantage point, I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that
理
isn't being
屈はお
part
か
of
しい。
you, what is? I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
大勢のエコーとは？
She is the shifting mound, the ebb
変
and
化する
flow,
魂。
the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that
他者
people
が無
can.
姿になる。
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Like I said, This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone. Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
ああ、そういうこと？じゃあ彼女を殺したら、この世界、すべて動かなくなる。生まれることだってなくなっちゃうよ。赤ん坊は赤ん坊のまんま、老人は老人のまんま。死ぬこともないけど失笑することもない。さすがにこれは滅ぼせないよね。本当だね。
I didn't make her a princess, but I wove the idea of her into something your scattered mind could fathom. You chose for that something to be a princess.
なるほどね。
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
誰も死なない世界を作るって？何の意味があるんだ？
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
残り少ない隙間の方がよっぽどはっきり見えるね。質問が尽きた。その質問に同意はできない。
Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
さようなら。すべてはあなたなのだ。
つま まりボックスちゃんがプリンセス。
すべてだもんね。
格好からしてプリンセスだしね。
こんなことになるなんて。
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
すごいことになってる。お尻。
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us. My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
すべて存在するんだもんね。
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you,
なん
then
でそん
so
なこと
be
になる
it.
の。
Mob you. There is no beginning, there is no end, and there is only the flood of
There is only the
In
flood
every
of
moment you hold
bodies.
every possible
Every
sensation at
moment
once,
you
and
hold
then you
every
hold them all again.
Not this
sensation
one,
at
no.
once, and then you hold them all again. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything.
あ、さっきのプリンセスが。
We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
Eh? これじゃない。これでもない。これでもない。いなくてもじゃない。いなきゃダメなんだ。これでもない。曖昧だけど一旦これ。 そう極端だよ。
Here is where words fail us. So long as we both exist, we will always be distinct. The only thing to fear is a reality without me.
H
エッチかな。違う違う。あ、これも違う。そもそも戦いなんてするつもりないんだけど。
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
フリーズプリンスだもんね。
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders? Triumph does not exist without defeat. Birth does not exist without death. It is through conflict that we create beauty.
だから以降には同意できない。
Your left leg takes a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me, and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
流されるままだったはずのプリンセスが。
Then there's no need for you to fight like we are. Whenever you're ready, we can live together, hand in loving hand.
でも2人だけの世界を作りたいわけでもないんだよ。
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world. Rain upon a web of nerves, the shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to.
そして私何者なんだ。
You knew me, and I knew you, even more than either of us know each other now, and you chose to pull apart that weave. But you did not choose to end me. We were still one, but we were also separate, and we were free. We were as we are. Will you excise that part of yourself now that you see me from yet another angle? Things are connected through me and through you. To harm me is to harm yourself, is to harm everything. The truth of that moment remains our truth.
まずい。
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
まあそれはその通り。
There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Princessを殺さない。はずなのに手段が違いすぎる。
It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
あ、勇者。勇者。みんなはどこにいる？
They're still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick.
来てくれたけど違うんだよ。彼女を滅ぼしたいわけじゃないんだよ。
You can't, and lucky for you, I'm not going to let you try.
あ、勇者が。
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things? Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it.
最初からなかった
And I
よ。
know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade. No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
ナレーター変化の概念を取り除きたいからプリンセスを殺せって言ってるんだよね。でも生と死は当然あるべき姿で、変化がないと何も起こんない。だからプリンセスは殺しちゃダメなんだけど、プリンセスはプリンセスで積極的にみんな殺しに行こうとして
Do you
る。
remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You look
Kasi
just
wala
like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this
繋がれてないプリン
out.
セスだ。また会えたね。
Yeah, I missed you so much. Not that we've ever really been apart, but still. It feels like it's been so long. Like this is some sort of a big reunion.
そうだね。傷つけちゃったね。ここはちゃんと
Don't
謝るか。
apologize. The first time we met, I ate you. I'm really sorry about that. And I also think that it kind of
そうだったね。
outweighs anything you did to me.
最初はナイフも持たずに、もぐもぐされたんだっけ。
We both let things get a little out of hand. But we don't have to let that stop us from being who we want to be.
You know, when she puts it like that,
そろそろ、名前、教えてほしいな。あるのかな？
I don't have one, and I think I like it better that way. But you can call me Princess if you want.
だね。プリンセ
You
ス
know,
だね。
you never told me your name.
私もないんだね。役割すら、永遠のうつろってついさっき分かったばっかりだしね。
Then I guess I'll call you Quiet.
ありがとう。
not hero. Oh well, quiet will do. That's always been us, hasn't it?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that she's the only one with all the answers.
I never thought about it like that. That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
I don't know. We made it to the other side. And we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
なるほどね。
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
どの質問もしたくない。まだまし。
I am she as much as she is me. And all of us are both everything and also not everything. I had you there for a second, didn't I? I think I'm different from her, and I'm happy I'm different. I think being her would mean I'd lose a lot of myself along the way. I think I'd have to lose the parts of you that matter to me. I'm the princess, the one you've been spending all this time with. I know I've changed a few times, but so have you.
そうだね。毎回鏡で見る私、変わってたもんね。
And you're still real to me.
帰ってどうすんの?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
Sa. ちゃんと二人でね。ちゃんと言葉にしないとね。
I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
ありがとう、勇者。助けてくれてありがとね。
Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
勇者も大物すぎて好き。
勇者も私の一部ではあるんだろうね。
Come on, princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
いい話だな。
開けるのはプリンセスだよね。これは聞かなくていいし。そんなのドア開けたらわかることだし。
I love you too.
一貫して私の体 け物だったな。これで終わりなの？いや、これで終わりでいいんだけどね。すごい。ここからたくさんあるね。
女の子はいろんな面を持っているということで一件落着、ルル。
一件落着。文字が切れてる。あー、なるほどね。いや、そんなのデフォルトでついといてよ。これは選択肢いらないんじゃない？はい。スレーザプリンセス、しまい。すごい話だったな。いろんなプリンセス見つけて、彼女を一通りにして。
プリンセスボックスちゃん怖かったのだ。
本当に怖いゲームだったね。ちょっと無茶だよ。よしよしよし。いやー、九州タイトル画面にまで
うとファセ。
こんな仕掛けが。いやー、解釈するのパッとじゃ無理だね。
ベルカジショート、ベルカジショート。
アクセシビリティ？あ、まだまだたくさんあるね。彼女に騙される前に彼女を飛ばす。ビースト。亡霊の乙女。ためらいもなく振るわれた暴力の侍。戦士。血で書いた曲。勇者とプリンセス。隙間の空間。ぐさぐさされてる。そうだね、一番最初探検取りに行こうと思ったら彼女に持ってかれちゃったんだもんね。
ものすごい分岐があるのだ
ね。見たルートでもたくさん他にもある。エンディングすらすごいことになってる。すごいことになってる。 あ、これもぐもぐされたやつだ。冷淡な乙女。あー、これ分裂したやつだ。他人への無条件の献身。白地のお姫様。可愛いんだけどね。これこうなるの？邪霊の乙女。怖かった。森の乙女。あー、木に融合されてたやつだね。これ最初だったっけ？まあ、いっか。とりあえず、細かいのは、市外で見ようか。よしよしよし。ということで、フレイダプリンセスおしまい。ちょっと解釈するの、時間かかりそうだな、私の中で。ということで、
まだまだいっぱい遊べるどん。
ご視聴、コメント、ありがとうございました。よしよし。それじゃ、またねまたね。おしまい。